Are we live? Yeah, we're live, guys. Let me shut this off. Welcome, 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 everyone. Another Monday night, Xtreme Lifestyles Network, live Google Hangout. Appreciate you guys spending your Monday nights with us. I know you guys probably got better things to do, but we are here every Monday night sharing information for you and your list and your leads and all that good stuff. So it's Monday. Today is, wow, March 2nd already. Can you believe it? Months are flying. It was just like yesterday for his New Year. So welcome once again. Let me turn this over to Bruce. Bruce, kick it off, buddy.
Thanks, Paulie. I want to welcome everybody too. Yeah, time flies, man. You got that right. So make the best of it, right? And if you're here tonight, you're like us. You're looking to generate an income online. So whether you were invited through one of our marketing systems or a Facebook event or personally invited, I want to thank you for stopping by and taking a look at Xtreme Lifestyles Network. We're fired up. We're approaching 10,000 members, and that's basically what Xtreme Lifestyles Network is all about, the community, and it's growing fast. We got a lot of great members. If you're in the Facebook group, I'm sure you've experienced all the welcomes and the help that everybody gives. It's really a great culture that is really growing around us, and if it wasn't for the members, there wouldn't be an Xtreme Lifestyles Network. So big shout out to all you members and anybody that's here. If you've seen the video, the presentation, I talk a little bit about that we lead with the community, because it's very powerful to have that leverage of a community, and as you can see, there's a few leaders from the community on the Hangout right now with us. So since we're talking about the members, I'm going to introduce everybody. I don't know if Paulie's having trouble with his connection. I'm going to jump over to there's Paulie. How you doing tonight, Paulie?
I'm doing good, Bruce. Always a pleasure to be here.
Same here, man. Same here. Thanks. Team leader Wade Rosella. What's up, Wade?
Hey, always great to be here, Bruce. Thanks for doing this. This is awesome.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Joel and Twee Straight, team leaders and traffic providers. What's up?
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Ohio gozaimasu. I probably said that completely wrong. It's been like 10 years since, actually 15 years since I took Japanese. Anyway, hello all.
How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Great.
Awesome. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us. Team leader Mark Highland. What's up, Mark?
Hey, great to be here. Always look forward to this.
Good to have you. Thanks, Mark. And team leader Anthony Medina.
Hey,
how are you,
Bruce?
What's up, Ant?
What's going on, my brother? Glad to be here with you all. Awesome. Looking forward to this.
Great, pleasure. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Just like everybody that's watching, we got another Monday night, and basically, I think I want to talk to the newest person, because there's a lot of new people coming online, right? A lot of people that have zero experience. I don't even know if some of the people coming online now have any experience in the network marketing industry. Excuse me. But I think we can all agree the hardest part about internet marketing is getting started, right? There's a lot of information out there. It's information overload. There's a lot of different people telling you a lot of different things, and whether or not these things work or these resources work is the question that you have to decide for yourself by actually spending the money to see if it works for you, right? There's a lot of information overload, and it's very frustrating. So what we've done at Xtreme Lifestyles Network is we've created a sales funnel for an opportunity that's a very low investment, and we're charging just $7 to use the system, and you're getting all the basic tools that you need as a stepping stone so that you can get started, learning internet marketing. And if you're already, established marketer, it's great for you too, because it helps with duplication for the newest person. And that's the next key after you're getting started, is to be able to duplicate. And duplication, and what in its biggest sense, is just recruiting people over and over and over. But how do you do that? You do that on the internet with an automated system. But the key to success online with an automated system is replication. Okay, if your system doesn't replicate, then you're going to struggle to duplicate. So we have that here at Xtreme Lifestyles Network, replicating system for the Four Corners business opportunity. So if you're already in Four Corners, you can get the system. You know, if you don't have to join us in Four Corners to get the system, so that's no problem. We got you covered. So basically, like I said, we're giving you everything that you need. But the biggest component of all is the community, and we have, like I said, the best community online, because you're going to get your questions answered. You're going to get help from members. You know, not all of us can be online all the time. And what we do, like Paulie's going to talk about a little bit, we create leaders. And with the culture of our community, you'll see that if you ask a question in the group, not only one person will answer you, sometimes 10 to 15 people will answer your question. And it blows my mind, that this is going on. This is awesome. It's incredible. And the fact that we're international, we have people online in our Facebook group constantly doing this. So if you came through the system and you're not in the Facebook group, click that button in the back office and join the Facebook group so that you can meet the community. And you're going to learn a lot. And that's one thing that, Joel, you said in the past on other Hangouts, you learn more when you finally got the support of a community, in your marketing.
Yeah, absolutely. When I was brand new, I struggled for a good 90 days. I mean, everybody who gets into this business there's a learning curve. I mean, it's just the way it is. The community was really what helped me kind of shorten that learning curve and start to apply things to my business right away, so that I was actually able to see some results and not just feel like I would get online. I remember when I first started, I get online, it was like felt like this whole new world to me. It felt really big, and a lot of times it would kind of overwhelm me. So getting in the community kind of helped manage that overwhelm, kind of help manage, maybe lay out a plan for the week of stuff to do. Because I would ask other people in the community, what are you guys doing in your marketing? If you were brand new and you were just starting out, what's the first thing that you would tell a newbie? That's a question that I asked all the time. Because I would get different feedback every time that I would ask that question. Everybody has a different perspective, and the perspectives that you get from everybody, I mean, it's really powerful information. Because a lot of these people they've been doing it for 6 months or 2 years or 6 years or 10 years or whatever, and they can really give you kind of a bird's eye view of the whole process. One thing I love is people that have been doing it for like 6 months. I feel like they give some of the best answers to newbies because they just went through that experience. They just got kind of over the hump. Their business is starting to roll and whatnot. And we have a ton of people like that in the XLN Facebook group that have been doing this maybe like 6 months, maybe 9 months or something like that, and they're really starting to get rolling, and they know what it's like to be brand new in this industry and to look at the internet and be like, feel that feeling of overwhelm. And I think that was one of the most powerful things that helped move me forward. And plus just getting to know the stories that other people have, what they've been through, kind of helps you know that you're not alone in that struggle. You're not alone in that learning process. You've got help. You've got support. That's really what it did for me. And hey, I'm here on a Hangout. I'm
that a little bit, because this is the common problem, and it's happened to all of us. I know that. But even the newbies online now, and even some of the frustrated marketers that have been doing this a little while and feel a little lost out there or frustrated, because you get into it after a while. You get into this state of information overload where so much stuff is coming at you, you kind of can't comprehend, and you just want to throw the computer against the wall. But
yeah, exactly.
So it's all happened to us. You all know, but this is the main problem: is that you're alone. you're really alone. You don't know anything. You know, there's no help out there for free, all right? Because most of the help out there is that you got to pay for.
Or your sponsor's new too.
Right. Or well, add that to the mix too. Okay. Either your sponsor's new too and doesn't know how to help you. All right. But there's a big learning curve, because if you need to learn this business, it's either pay money to be mentored or coached by somebody, or get the proper tools and software. And sometimes it's not always the answer, because you don't even know if you're buying the proper tools or software. Where you're spending all this money and you're trying to learn different things, but meanwhile, you might as well throw it in the garbage after a while. So there's a bit. It comes a bit frustrating.
Get a few products like that and a few pieces of software.
Or you pay for some stuff and you watch a video too, and it's like, okay, I only got 25 more videos to watch to learn this thing, and you never even get to video 3 and 4 because it's too much, right? So this is the problem, right? And this is what we've solved. So, and the way we solved it is that there is help for you. We have a VIP Facebook group where we bring everybody into. Guys, when you get in your system back office back there, there's a big Facebook thing, big Facebook banner there. Click it. Join the Facebook group. All right? All your help is there. All your questions are there to be answered, if not in minutes and seconds. And everything could be answered. We take you by the hand, and we show you, and we help you, and we teach you. Okay? Just the other day, Twee made a nice video, just took her time out to show, a certain strategy. She didn't have to do that, right? But that's what I'm saying. It's a community that we're there to help. We put our efforts out there. We put ourselves out there, and we're here to teach you. If it's not me doing it, it's Bruce. If it's not Bruce, it's, Wade and Anthony and Joel and Twee and Mark and Sophie and James and all the other people we have in there, right? Because we create team leaders. Because we know the problem, right? When you guys are out there joining opportunities and biz ops, searching on the computer, you're joining under leaders and gurus that have, bonuses to give you, that have the big teams, that are earning the money, right? But what happens? You get lost in the shuffle, right? Most of the time, they're not going to work with you if you're not earning a big-time earner. So you get lost in the shuffle. After a while, you get frustrated, and then shortly after that, you end up quitting. So we don't do that here. We duplicate ourselves by creating leaders. So if it's not, there's only so many people we can work with. We know that in the industry. So that's why we have a whole team full of people to be there for all the people coming into the group and onto the team. So I just want to add that my 2 cents in. So, back to you, Bruce. You could pick up from there.
If we have anybody else that wants to talk about the community, chime right in, and then we'll move on, because
communities. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Bruce.
No, that's cool.
But that's priceless, man. That's just priceless. The community is just the best part of the whole system. Because at the end of the day, I've been there. We've all have been there. Where we're buying and trying. We're trying to figure this thing out, and you buy stuff you don't need. You get to a point where you, like, again, information overload. You find yourself just buying, and you're not seeing any results. Nothing is happening in your business, and that's what's so great about the community, and this system, because the system is set up in a way that all your efforts will be moving you forward, not only learning but building your business, And again, the community, man, you have everyone here, and you have a problem, you raise your hand. There's always, not just us. Everybody. There's a lot of people in the community that know different things that you might need help with. That's when I came across this kind of a setup. These gentlemen here, I've known them for about a year, and we was in another program together, and we had this group, and it was just like, that's when I started seeing success in my business, because there was always somebody there. I mean, I learned a lot about Facebook marketing. I didn't know nothing about Facebook marketing. I didn't even like to get on Facebook, but when I met these gentlemen here, man, it was just like the best thing that ever happened to me, because that's when I started seeing results, and I started, building a serious business. And I just, again, that's why I got to chime, because at the end of the day, it's the community. It's the support. And the fun. And we have so much fun here. It's just, it makes everything much easier when you're enjoying what you're doing. And at the end of the day, you also got to think about what Bruce always says. It's not the money. If you can focus on what the end result that you want, that you truly want in your heart, you'll get whatever it is that you're after. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the money. It's about the results. It's about what you truly want. So I just had to chime on that. I don't know.
It's not the money. It's what the money can get you. You don't want the money. You want to be on the beach somewhere with your family on vacation, right? You want to be helping the church or whatever it is that you want to do. You want to travel. It's not the money. It's what the money can get you.
I find that it's easier to get there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but if you know what you want, you won't not even thinking about the little. You just know that, okay, I got this system. I know that if I do this, I will get this result. I just got to keep pushing. And, if you're not thinking about the money, you're thinking about what you're going to get at the end result, and you end up getting it. I mean, it's at the end of the day,
it's absolutely true. And another perspective, too, is that, if you're approaching your business is just about the money, you're not going to build any quality relationships. Twee has actually been saving up for a coaching course. Comes around once a year, and she really wanted to take it last year, and we weren't able to do it. So she's been saving up for a while in order to take this thing. And it's just about to come around, and in all of the pre-launch videos, all of the the course training and stuff like that, and she hasn't even picked it up yet. Everything they keep saying is that don't approach this business as just being about the money, because you're gonna fail. This business is, put the people first, put the action first, put the process first.
Put the value there first.
Exactly. Put the value out there, the value will come back to you tenfold. It's that law of reciprocity. Do right by others, others will do right by you. And that's what this community does. I mean, that's why this community is here. It's helping you. It's helping everybody. It puts the people first, and that's why so many people are duplicating. That's why so many people are having success with it, because it's putting the people first.
Absolutely. The money follows after that. That definitely comes first. When you're providing value and you're out there helping people and building a network or a team behind you, or a following even, the money will come. Okay? This is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Okay, guys? There is no magic button that you're going to press and within 24 hours you're going to become a millionaire. This takes a little bit of work. Okay? It takes a little bit of time. But if you're willing to put the work and the time into it, good, you will get results. All right? And we have a whole bunch of people that we have proof from that, okay? And that's the reason why you're going to get the results, is because we have the right system in place, we have the right opportunity in place, and we have the right traffic in place. And that's our 3 steps to success model, okay? It's team, it's system, and it's traffic, along with a good income generator, which is the opportunity. So when you have all the right pieces of the puzzle in place, then it's a no-brainer. The money will follow you. You can't fail. You just follow the steps. So go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I just wanted to chime in a little bit on something that I think Anthony said about building relationships. I think it was Anthony. You know what I see a lot in the group, which is really cool, is that when somebody comes into the group and they're new, they thank the person that invited them, right? So here, what the community does for you is it helps you build a relationship with your new team members. because when they join the group, now you have a connection and you have the support of other people, so that you're not alone. It's not like you have to get on the phone, talk to this person. It's just you and your new person. You have a whole community to support you, and that's powerful. And then there's something that you always say, Mark, about not the relationship end of it, but the associations of the community. You want to chime in on that?
Well, that's right. We win by association. If you go over, you take your kids. If you've got if you're parents and you've got 2 or 3 children, one of them is sick, but the mother has to take the 2 well ones in along with the sick one. Most likely, the ones that are healthy are going to pick up something when they go into that clinic. So you pick up what you associate with. If you associate with losers, you're going to pick that up. If you associate with winners, you're going to absorb and pick that up, and you're going to rise. Somebody that is above you. You always want to be. A good way to tell if you're in the wrong room is if you think you're the smartest one in that room, you're probably in the wrong room. Get out of that room. You should always be in a room where there's somebody smarter than you, somebody to challenge you. And that's what's great about the group. I used to have my own engineering business. The thing I really enjoyed was, and what was really great about it, I was all alone. I could make all my own independent decisions. The worst thing that was about it was I was all alone. I had to make my own decisions. And nobody told me to go home, quit, and go back to the family. So it's really important and very valuable to be part of a community. We support, we knock things off of each other and back and forth. It keeps you focused, keeps you on track, keeps you moving forward.
Yeah, most definitely. It's like, what you're saying right there, Mark, is the same thing as like, I've been playing sports my whole life since I'm a little kid, 7 years old, right? I never wanted to play with guys that were, equal or less of a player than I was. I always wanted to play with guys that were better than me, the older kids, because that brought my level up higher and that made me a better player. So it's the same thing in business or anything really in life, not even business, but that's the main goal. You always want to be one step where you want to be and get that knowledge up there. So let's talk a little bit about our biz op that we picked with Four Corners Alliance Group and the system that we have that powers that. How about that?
I'll say the first thing about Four Corners Alliance. I just got a $24 commission a few seconds ago, so
nice, bro.
Way to go, Four Corners Alliance.
Good.
That's all. Go ahead, continue on.
Well, the great thing about Four Corners Alliance is it's like the CEO David Harrison said, there's enough $500 opportunities out there that this one-time $18 isn't going to hurt anybody financially. So it's not only a great program for a newbie, it's a great program for somebody with experience because, like I said earlier at the beginning of the Hangout, there's a lot of new people coming online. Okay, so this will attract them as well as it will attract people that already know how to build a business because they're going to look at this that I can, attract the masses with it. And that's what it does. It's because of the low cost, the low risk, income, to get started with Four Corners. The products are financial education products. They're products that everybody needs. Things that we're not taught about how to manage our money. So a great product with a great program, powerful compensation plan. Even though it's only $18 to get started, if you go through the video in the presentation after you click the button below from the person who invited you here, you're going to see the compensation plan in action. We're not going to go over all the numbers, but there's a lot of potential with the compensation plan. You just got to work. And it's as simple as getting 4 people, and that's why we provide this duplicatable system for you so that you can get 4, they can get 4, and that's when it's going to grow. Because all you essentially have to do is get 4, but don't stop there. Get 4 more, because with the spillover in the compensation plan, you know, you're going to help other people. So it's a people helping people type of compensation plan and business opportunity, which ties in really well, you know, with the XLN motto of people helping people. So that's why we chose it. David Harrison is a programmer. He's written compensation plans, you know, so that's important that we know that the compensation plan is sustainable. So that's the reason why we chose it. You know, we just know that people need a stepping stone, and we put all the pieces of the puzzle together that you need, and the next piece is the system. And the key to duplication is simplicity. So whatever you're doing to recruit somebody, just remember they have to do what you're doing. However, with our XLN system, you literally can hand that person a link, and the system will do all the telling and selling to you. Or you can purchase our traffic, which is converting phenomenally for people, and there's a lot of cold sales coming through on first contact, which is called a cold sale. You know, so you can actually accelerate your business by getting in front of, you know, more than just 2 people or 3 people or 4 people. You can get it in front of hundreds of people so that they can just go through your system. The system's going to work for you 24/7, 365 days a year, presenting XLN and the Four Corners business opportunity. So without a replicating system and somebody to do the talking and selling for you, you're going to struggle online, because you have to duplicate you know, what you're doing to recruit. And if the person that you're recruiting can't do what you do, which I'm sure they can't, because that tends to be the process, and that's where the duplication stops, is that person can't do what you do. Maybe you're a good recruiter on Facebook and you can message people and talk them into joining, but that means that person that joined you has to do the same thing, because that's how you brought them in. So with the system, it does all the telling and selling for you, and it's a 3-step process. Like Paulie said, team, system, traffic. It's that simple. We make it as easy as possible so that it is duplicatable.
And the system is available to anybody in Four Corners. We allow anybody in Four Corners to have a system because you're able to succeed. Right now, you could get, maybe for the next week or so, you could get the system for free, but the cost of it will go up to $7 a month, and that's a very, very low cost. It keeps, we give you an autoresponder series where you could, where somebody, we give you a whole system in place. Let me break it down. We give you capture pages, which you could go out there and advertise, right? Which will gather people's information, their name, their email address. Some have phone numbers. Where that's the meat and potatoes of your online business, is building a list. The money's in the list, guys. Okay, no question about it. You have to keep on building a list.
Well, one thing I need to throw this out there.
Okay.
The money is not in the list. The money is in the responsive list. And the list is responsive, A, from the quality of the traffic that we bring in, and B, when you communicate with them. So I want to make sure that that's understood. The money's in the responsive list, the one that you communicate with.
Right, right. And we'll get to that as far as building relationships, which is always a plus to do that, guys. You know, when I say money's in the list, that means you need to build a list of customers. You need to have those people on your list to able to have that our system convert those into sales, okay? But you have to, you know, when you're building a list in any business, right, because a lot of people are out there, have AWeber accounts, GetResponse accounts, and all the other ones out there, right? Everybody tells you money's in the list, but, you know, they're sending traffic to the list, but, you know, are they really going out there trying to build a relationship with that person on a list, right? Most of them aren't, all right? People buy from people that they know, like, and trust. They don't know you, right? So now it's your job to reach out a little bit, to try and reach out and build that relationship in them, by giving them value, by getting their trust in you, so eventually they will join you in your opportunity, whatever you're trying to promote, okay? That's why we are out here every Monday night doing these for you. These are for our members, where their leads on their list, they could invite them to this Hangout. They could see the panel here, out here doing the same thing every Monday night, and knowing that this is a real opportunity. We're real people, right? We're a real team, almost 10,000 strong, and we have a system in place to power a very, very affordable opportunity. So what is better than that, all right? But back to our system, we have the capture pages, right? We have the built-in autoresponder, which, by the way, guys, if you were to just go out and get that by itself, it starts at $19 a month, okay? So us charging $7 a month just to have a whole system in place is very, very affordable. So you could actually come in and start a business for yourself, joining a business opportunity of Four Corners, having 5 income streams there for $18, and then have a system run your business for $7 a month. Where could you get something like that? All right? So know the power in this. Now let me say this, all right? It's 2015. This is not the 1990s anymore, where you have to go out and go recruit friends and family and go out there and network and have hotel meetings. There's this thing called the internet, as you guys can see. There's a whole world of leads out there for you, right? So how are you going to get a piece of that pie, right? How you're going to get that is a system is going to get a piece of that pie, all right? By getting the proper traffic to drive it to your system, so your system could do the selling and telling and take you out of the equation, because a lot of people don't like to sell. They don't know how to sell. They may not even know about the opportunity that they joined, that if somebody wanted to ask them questions or something, maybe they just joined and didn't have the answers for them. So here is a perfect way to tap into our traffic, send traffic to your capture pages, let your capture pages bring them, after they put their information, into a presentation video, which once somebody opts into your capture pages, they go to a presentation video to learn everything about our team, everything about Four Corners, everything about the compensation plan, and they're able to join right there. So you don't have to pick up the phone and explain and do the selling and the telling to all these people, right? You may not like to do it, you may not know how to do it, and you probably could blow a lot of sales if you don't do it properly. So let the system do the work. Let it sift out, let it sort, and let it do the selling and telling, because it does close the sales for our members. So with that in mind, this is such a major piece of the puzzle when you're into business opportunities, because you don't have to go out there and recruit your friends and family and everything, right? Especially if you've been down that road a couple of times, right? You probably wore that road. You wore that out already, right? Because your friends and family are going to go, oh, what are you into now, right? Because you're probably not succeeding. So this is a perfect way where you could build your business, start earning money, and you know what? Then later on, your friends and family, once they see you making the money, they're going to come to you, and instead of you going to them. So the system is a big part of this, that you need to have that in place. The systems run the opportunities in 2015. Okay? It's not the people anymore. Let the system do the work, like we talk about McDonald's all the time, right? McDonald's doesn't have the best hamburgers in the world. In fact, they're not even healthy for you. But they have such an amazing system in place that they're the biggest franchise in the franchising industry. Why is that? Because of this system in place. So, anybody want to add anything to that?
I was just going to say, Paulie, we basically took the system that we created with the community on our other team, and we brought it to XLN. And we've actually taken that system and duplicated it with everybody else. So everything that we're doing here is, everybody can take ownership of that and use what we've created. Maybe creating what we've created with XLN isn't very duplicatable, but now that it's created, it's very duplicatable. Make sense?
Yeah, it's all about duplication. Going out and getting friends and family and trying to, do this a hard way of networking that way, that's not duplicatable, right? Maybe you could do it, but you gotta be out there recruiting a lot of people, and all those people that you're recruiting, do they have the time? Do they have the experience? Do they even want to try and sell those people? It's not a duplicated kind of a way of doing things. The system is very duplicatable, okay? Because all you're doing is coming in, you're joining Four Corners, you're plugging into XLN with the members that we have here, 10,000 people, a VIP Facebook group, so you're already part of a big team. Remember we talked about community before, everybody's looking for it, right? You're already part of it. Then now you have a system, you're able to give anybody in Four Corners for $7 a month. Who's not going to take that? People have to go out and get an autoresponder. That's $19 to $20 a month. So why not have that built in with a whole system in place for $7, okay? And let that system do the selling and telling and get all the sales for you. I look at it like, if it was me, it's part of doing business, guys. It's like if you go out and you want to go in business for yourself, you're going to have expenses, right? You got to pay rent. You got to pay electric. You got insurances. You got all kinds of. You got employees. With this, you got a system in place for $7 a month. Work from home. No brainer.
Right. It's the perfect marriage for Four Cs. I mean, you got to follow up. All you have to do for the newbies, that don't understand is capture the person's name, email. They're going to automatically be followed up automatically for 7 days. I mean, it keeps things efficient. It keeps you doing income-producing activity, like I always like to say. So just wanted to chime in and say that because it's the simplest thing. Just keep driving traffic to the beginning of your funnel, and it would automatically sell, start selling for you. And then with some time, you can learn how to share value with them. Share them in the group. Share them, everything that you've learned from the group. You can share with your list and build rapport over time and create more sales. I mean, that's how you build a business. Just have to chime in on that.
Well, you built a big list before, Anthony, and the key to now is the community and being able to build a relationship with that person on your list through the community.
Right. Absolutely. And it works very well.
Go ahead, Mark. Sorry, I just wanted to chime in there.
No, that's not a problem. There was a question. It brings up a good point. Somebody was talking about being on trying Craigslist and being on there for knocking around different things for a couple of months. And Craigslist is very very unique, very tough. There are some kind of critical rules. You can get into trouble with Craigslist, be banned. There's certain little pithy things that you can play around with, but it takes some time to get knowledgeable to be effective on Craigslist. I spent a lot of time on Craigslist and got very little satisfaction out of it after months. The nice thing about XLN is you can come on here and immediately plug in and buy some traffic. Just buy, start out with the low package, and within 2-3 weeks, you're getting opt-ins, and you're off and running. You've got somebody that's warmed up to you, somebody to react to. There isn't a learning curve here. You can hit the ground running, and you're off with impact and making a difference in a short time.
Mark, that's something I've actually seen time and time again in the 2 years or so that I've been doing this, and especially since I've been running Traffic Genie, is that the new people that come on that invest in traffic, once they have a funnel up, and the funnel is the system that we've created for you, once they have a system in place, The people that I see that last in this industry are a lot of times they're the new people that come in and they get traffic right away because they don't spend all that time, that very demotivating time trying to gain any kind of traction in the marketplace. They just get that instant traction and they're able to start working their list and building their business. Nobody wants to, spend 2 months posting stuff on Facebook, posting stuff on Craigslist, hoping that they're going to get 1, 2, maybe 3 leads that week, and maybe, and it's very difficult to build any kind of traction when maybe you have 3 leads in a week, and if 2 of them aren't interested in it and 1 of them has no time, then you just spent all of this effort in order to get these 3 leads to have those 3 conversations that were over in 30 seconds. So, the guys that I really see, the guys and gals that I really see that that kind of hit the ground running are the ones that get the system in place, which Paulie, Bruce did all the hard work on that, and then the ones that invest into traffic right away. Those are the ones that they get that instant gratification, and that's a powerful motivator for you to build a business. It really is. It makes it feel a lot more fun.
Like you're progressing.
Yeah, you get to progress right away. It's a lot more fun when you're able to have 30 or 40 conversations through email, and your probability of getting sales is so much higher than it is if you're going to grind it out and on this supposedly free traffic. I mean, most of the time that you spend on there, when I first got online, I lied to myself too and said I had no budget for traffic, but I had plenty of money to keep going around and buying product after product, but I apparently had no money to buy traffic. And so I kept spending all this time grinding my gears on sites like Craigslist. In fact, Craigslist was one of the sites that I vowed I would never go to that website again because I spent so many hours on there. I remember I clocked 1 week I spent like 35 hours posting stuff in there, and I asked myself, if I was working at a job for $10 an hour, I would have made $350 doing this. And that was just like, yeah, all right, I'm done. I'm gonna go figure out paid traffic, and I'm gonna start putting money into traffic instead of putting all my time into posting stuff on free places. So, just quid pro quo, guys. If you want to keep motivation up and you want to get the sales rolling right away, you want your business to go right away, ask yourself, how much time are you willing to spend banging your head against the wall before you decide to take the easy route? So
here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Okay, we couldn't have made it any simpler, right? We gave you we got a biz op for $18, right? One-time charge with Four Corners Alliance Group. We have a system in place for you for $7 a month, right? And we have traffic in place. So you're able to come in, join Four Corners, grab your system, set it up within 2 seconds, and then tap into our traffic co-op, and you could start getting leads and building that list. And then all you have to do is build that relationship with the people on your list, get them to these Hangouts every Monday night, and more or less everything is done for you. Okay? How hard is that? Could it get any simpler? It can't. All right? We've done all the hard work for you. Now it's just it's up to you to take a little bit of action and put a little bit of work into it. And great things will happen. The people that are doing that, they're coming in, grabbing the system, and then buying traffic packs are the one succeeding right now. Not to say the ones that aren't doing that are succeeding, but that's the majority of the people. Right? They're coming in, they're buying traffic. I see it all the time because they come to me. It's the same names buying traffic all the time. And you know what? Those are the ones getting sales. Okay? I spent years, just like Anthony, have an email list of 10,000 people or whatever. I was in an opportunity. Maybe that email list got me 4 or 5 sales in an opportunity I was in, you need to build a list, a giant list. You need thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people on there. The guys making the big money on the internet today, they don't have lists of 200 or 1,000 people. They have lists of 200,000 people, 500,000 people, 1 million people on their list. That's how they're doing it, because such a small percentage of the people are buying on that list. A small percentage of the people are opening emails on that list. So you have to keep on building that list, because it's a numbers game, right? The more you have on it, a certain percentage converts, you could figure it out how many sales you're going to get on that. So we made it simple for you. We have the system, we have the traffic in place, we have the team, and all you have to do is take action. As simple as that. But you have to keep on purchasing traffic. You have to keep on building your list and getting leads. With our opportunity, our system, and Joel's traffic, we have people that are tapping in, buying 100 clicks, because our capture pages are converting at 40 to 50%. So that means for every 100 clicks they're getting 40 to 50 leads. And out of those 40 to 50 leads, they're getting a sale right from cold traffic, not even knowing the people, not even starting their email follow-ups yet. Okay? That's how powerful the combination of the team, the system, and the traffic is with XLN. Listen to what I'm saying, but you have to tap into the traffic.
I was going to say, Paulie, you know, Joel mentioned it right up front. It's not just simply traffic. The scenario that you were talking about early on is the kind of traffic. It's shotgun. I call it just shotgun traffic. Just getting all the old recycled stuff. It's totally different from well-targeted traffic that brings the high-quality results. And when we have our own traffic people that have skin in the game, so to speak, and they're constantly tweaking that and improving the landing pages and so forth, it makes a huge difference. You don't need those $100,000 and $200,000 number lists. We've seen some very effective results from 200 or 300 opt-in lists. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that back around. What Paulie was talking about was the norm before you've been associated with the XLN and Joel and Tweet.
Yeah, and that's a very good point, Mark. It's good that you brought that up. That's why Joel and Tweet are here, is because if we didn't bring in a quality traffic source and we didn't bring in Joel, then you guys would probably have to go looking. You would be spending a ton of money testing different sources out, and it would be a struggle. I'm telling you, I've done it for years. It's a struggle, all right? So when we brought Joel and Twee on board, we knew we took that part of trying to figure your business out right from under you. That's a whole separate area, learning curve, something you have to learn, which it takes years to learn, okay? Trying to get the right traffic, all right? That's something, traffic is not something that you learn, it's something that you do. You have to keep on testing different things out, and it's a never-ending battle, trust me, all right? And it takes years upon years upon years. So we've solved that. We don't tell you guys, here's a system, here's an opportunity, now go drive traffic to it, or you find your own, because you will struggle with it, trust me. And what Mark is telling you is, yeah, you will have to keep on building that list, like I was saying, into the 10s and 20s and the 50,000, 100,000, which cost a ton of money to do. Okay, and it's all the same recycled, reused traffic that everybody else is getting out there. And since we're on the traffic, why don't we just turn it over to Joel and Twee and let them explain why their traffic is so much different. Okay? Go ahead, guys.
Actually, you just brought up a perfect point. One of the things you mentioned is that the same recycled traffic, the same subscriber that's on, 50 other people, email list or whatever, that person is oftentimes, that's what we call in the traffic industry, we call that the freebie seeker. And what the freebie seeker often does is jumps from list to list to list, looking for like free PDFs or free ebooks or what have you. One of the things that makes our traffic really different is we actually script our traffic. Scripting is it's just a little snippet of code that we put into the traffic. And what it does is it actually places a cookie on that. I don't want to get too technical here, but places a cookie on that person. Okay. So that person's IP address, that person's browser. That means that same person, they're not going to keep coming back and seeing that same landing page. If they see that same landing page again more than, say, 3 times and they haven't opted into it, we actually divert that traffic out to different, different traffic sources, to different landing pages. That way it keeps the opt-ins really high, and it keeps you from getting the same recycled leads over and over. It's kind of something that we've been working on. Kind of behind the scenes with the traffic. We've really been testing it out the last 30 days, and it's going really well. And we've been seeing increased results with it, too. So, in any case, that's one thing, just one aspect of it. A couple other things that we're doing with the traffic is we're constantly testing out new traffic sources. That way we don't stay in any same spot for too long. And what that does, that helps prevent market saturation. That gives you guys the most potential to have this opportunity work for you for a really long time, as opposed to, excuse me, what happens with a lot of opportunities out there where they come out and then 2-3 weeks in, they've just been blown all over the internet and then they're done. So what we do is we go to a place for a little bit, get some traffic there, then we move on, we go to another place, and we keep going. We actually have a rotating cycle of places to go back and get traffic. That way we can really, really, really maximize how long this opportunity, is good to prevent that market saturation. So we have time to grow the business and prevent market saturation from other standpoints. So that's one thing, another aspect of the traffic that we do. And like Mark was saying, we've had people that have purchased traffic. Now I'm gonna throw a disclaimer out there, but we've had people that have purchased even 100 clicks and pulled in like 5 sales off the cold traffic on the day that the traffic hit. Now I'm gonna throw a couple of disclaimers out there, and I really want you guys to listen up. All right? Traffic is advertising, and the results cannot ever be guaranteed. If you do have somebody who's promising you sales from the traffic, I highly recommend that you run as far away as you possibly can at lightning bolt speed, because that's one of the biggest red flags that we see in the traffic industry with the scammers that come through from time to time, where they say, you know what, I'll guarantee you a sale, just pay me $5 a sale or whatever. It's not real. It's a lot of times it's they kind of do some swindly stuff. We don't do any of that kind of crap. The sales that we have, they've been sticking around. A lot of the people, a lot of the community has been built on this traffic, and I just, like Paul was saying, it's something that we do a lot. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into just a few quick testimonials. I know that we kind of talked a lot of time, but tonight's been a very, very valuable hangout. I just want to share my screen for a bit, just so some of this week's successes with traffic. So I'm going to go ahead and hit screen share, and we're going to travel off of space for a second, and jump over here to my OneDrive, and let's see, what do we got that's new?
All this.
All this is. Oh, okay, gotcha. Eric Edison, love the guy. Eric is awesome. I've never had a problem. A couple of times, yes, it took 13, 14 days last time I purchased traffic. I don't even think it took a week. You know, what he's commenting on here is the speed at which our traffic is being delivered. It's now within 7 to 10 days. I love what he says here at the end. I tell you, I'd wait 6 weeks for traffic this good.
And we want to give an extra shout out to Eric, which we did in a previous Hangout, but when he started, he was actually unemployed, and he still bought clicks to skyrocket his business, and he continues to every month.
Yeah. So definitely, like, you know, if you guys need inspiration, or you guys are looking at your own situation, like, oh, I don't have any money for traffic, and you're paying a $200 cable TV bill every month, you might want to maybe reassess what you value in life. You know, if you value watching television over that other stuff, but you know, it's about reinvesting into your business. I love this one. I joined Four Corners back in October. I didn't really know how to market or what to do. I finally came across XLN in February. I just bought traffic for the first time on 2/11/15, 300 clicks. My results, I got 323, so we gave him 23 extra clicks. 347 opt-ins. I don't know how that's possible. I think he needs 138 opt-ins. 323 unique clicks, 347 total clicks, 138 opt-ins, 42% conversion ratio, and 9 of them converted into the XLN system. You know, that's what we're talking about. Joseph, good friend of mine, known him for a long time. I only get good results with Joel and Tweet's traffic. I've tried a few other sources in an attempt at getting cheaper traffic, and let's just say I got what I paid for. That's the truth, guys. You know, cheap clicks oftentimes means weak clicks. So this guy just purchased his first 100 clicks. Mark Smith, rock on, man. Love you, brother. Love that type of action going on there. Wade, our wonderful, wonderful Wade, just got another sale after our Hangouts tonight, and yep, it came from Joel and Twee's last traffic pack. Congrats, Chad Capper, you just got spillover, and now you get to have your 4, so get 4 more, bro. Love it. Fidel Cruz, we had him on last week. Fidel rocks. Just got his third sign up this month, all from the traffic. You know, we could go through these all night. And I don't want to take up too much time. You know, I know that we're running kind of short on time tonight, so I'm just going to cut it short. You guys get the picture. The traffic works. It's targeted. It's ever changing. So it's not the same people over and over. It's not the same traffic over and over. And the opt-in rates are staying high, and so are the sales conversion rates. So, all right, guys, with that, pick up some traffic. Invest into your business. Like I said, the guys that invest right away, those are the ones that are getting the success because they're not having to spend all that time with that demotivating, grinding their gears, trying to figure out every little thing in order to get three leads a week or something like that. So pick up some traffic and invest in your business because it's going to make your business grow a lot faster. And more income means more, you know, growth. You'll always be making more and more and more. So, all right, guys. With that, I kind of want to turn it over to Bruce. Paulie, and say some last words, huh? Yeah, what's up?
You're right. You got to build that momentum, babe. You got to build that momentum. You know, in the beginning.
Exactly. If you just, it's so much easier to hit it right from the start than it is to drag ass for 3 months and then finally decide to do things right.
Yeah, you know, I'll just sum it up with this with traffic, guys. I mean, you got to constantly be driving traffic if you want to build a business. I mean, we give you the system, you got an opportunity, but if you're not driving any traffic to the system for the opportunity, then where are you going? You're spinning your wheels, you know? I mean, you could get little things here and there, but what are you going to get, 2, 3 people at a time? You know, Facebook and Craigslist. I mean, how many people are going to really opt in or whatever? A couple people a week? I mean, that's like that's something that I don't even play with. I don't even play with free traffic. The quickest, fastest way is to purchase solo ad traffic. And Twee and Joel has it right now. It's working really well. Everybody buying into the traffic is getting great results. So, I mean, it's the only really fast, responsive way to get your business up and running and get off to a good start. It's what Anthony said. It's all in the momentum. You have to build momentum. Once a momentum is built, then it's a non-stop freight train. So with that, I want to start closing this out. I think we shared a lot of good info tonight. So with the closing statements, let's start with Wade. We haven't heard from you tonight, man. What's up? Why don't we start with you?
All right, no problem. Well, I'll make it quick because really what I wanted to say was way back, so I don't want to go back there. But I just want to say, guys, that the community, when you get onto the Facebook, I've been noticing some trends, people pouncing on trying to answer. Make sure, that's all great, but make sure you are answering the person and properly. That's the key. And work with your team. We're all people. You know, you've got people with you. Work with your people that you have under you. Make sure that they understand the basics of watching the video, following up with their emails, so on and so forth. Because if you spend that little extra time, that'll pay dividends for you and your entire team. And that's what it's about. We need people helping people, but take that extra time to make sure that everybody's on the same page, and you'll grow your businesses together. And that's basically what I wanted to say. Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks, Wade. Anthony, would you close the statements?
Yeah, no, just, you know, what everybody's saying is true. I mean, if you're serious, man, if you really want to build a business, you got everything you need here, but you got to invest in your business. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're serious, get in here, get going with the traffic, and you know, get your system set up, and you're going to see results. But you got to, if you're not investing in business, that means you have no belief, and belief is number one. You need belief. You want to have results, you want to make money, you have to believe that you can. That's the first step. And then if you believe that you can, you invest in money, you will see results. You will see results. I guarantee you, man. That's the only way I've ever been able to make any money is spending money. That's the only way. That's you know, just my take on that. And you have a community here, man. We're here for you. We're gonna back you up 100%. You got everything you need. Just click the access button. You know, get going. Get your system set up, and start making some money. You know. Looking forward to meeting you on the other side, and have some fun with us.
Awesome. Thanks, Ant. Mark. Unmute yourself, Mark. Is he frozen?
Yeah.
I think he froze.
All right, what?
There.
Oh, I'm on, aren't I?
It's cold in Minnesota.
Black screen, but
Yeah, that's right. You don't hear me?
Now we do. We do now.
Okay. No, I the whole theme tonight is you know, to grab a hold of something and move forward on it. If you keep spinning your wheels on free traffic and so forth, you're not going to change your financial picture and your financial environment. And if you don't change your financial environment fairly soon, you're going to keep jumping from one opportunity to another, and you're never going to get anywhere. So put the horse in front of the cart. Go with your team, your strong team strategy, and then put your cart full of opportunities in behind you. Don't get your cart out ahead of the horse. So do what Joel and Twee are talking about. Get in, set up, do the simplest thing, get yourself going, get yourself launched, so that you can start changing your financial environment, and that will encourage you to move forward.
Thanks, Mark. Good point. Joel and Twee, closing statements.
Well, I just got the nudge from Twee, so I'm thinking that she wants me to talk.
Awesome.
Closing statements, you know, I mean, I've been working with a lot of you guys in PM, you know, in private messages back and forth, and working with a lot of you guys in the group. You know, and I've seen, I've already seen a lot of growth in the short time that XLN's been around. I've seen a lot of, I don't just mean XLN growing. I mean, I've seen a lot of the people in it have had a lot of growth. I saw some people that were really just fresh newbies when they came in that are growing a lot. Like I see their downline growing. I see their team growing.
Shout out to Susan McCook.
Yeah, you know, Susan McCook. I'm seeing people, more and more people take a lead role in that community. And you know, if you're new in the community, you're brand new, start modeling these people. Start seeing watching what they're doing and learning from their responses, because that leadership role that they're taking in the community, that's what's setting them apart. That's what's starting to help them grow. Because you know, if they're doing it in the Facebook group, they're probably doing it to their email list as well. Because your email list is people, and when you write to them, you're writing for the person reading it. You're not writing it like you're talking to 50,000 people. You're writing for the person who's on the other end of that email, who's reading it. And that, you know, that's something that I see that creates massive conversion, sales conversion, as well as converting people into the Facebook group, which also helps sell the products or your services and the system and everything else. But that is something I'm seeing. So guys, you know, take note of the leaders that are in the group that are doing that for other people. Follow their lead. Twee and I do it. Everyone on this panel does it. But there's a lot of other people that aren't on this panel that do it. Watch out for those people, because those are the ones that are coming up right now. So that's all I got to say tonight.
Absolutely. Good point. Thank you, guys. And Bruce, take it on home.
Thanks, guys. You know, a lot of great information tonight. You know, it's just exciting where Xtreme Lifestyles Network's going, right? You know, you're right on target with that, Joel, and the people and how they're growing, you know, with their opportunities, with their experience. Because, like I said earlier, the hardest thing for everybody is to get started, right? So we put all the pieces of the puzzle together, and all you've got to do is copy. You just got to be a copycat. You know, you see other people doing, like Joel said, you see other people posting things in a group, just model that. You know, you see what we're doing. We created this system for you. Use it. Just copycat us. You know, it's all here for you. We put the stepping stones in place for you to start building your list, building your business, because you know, marketing online isn't about your business. Your marketing skills and your marketing tools that you acquire, and your business hub and where you do business from. Right now, that's XLN and the community. There's no need to change that and start over. So, you know, start building that foundation and keep on building it. Keep on learning. Keep yourself engaged. If you're new and you've been here the first time, you want to experience the system, click on the button below to get started. You know, go through the process yourself and see the very system that's going to do the telling and selling for you. That's basically it. I want to thank everybody for stopping by this Monday night, and turn it back over to you, Paulie.
All right, thanks, Bruce, and thank you for everybody attending tonight. I know, you know, you might want to be doing other things tonight, but you came here tonight and shared our time with you, and it was all good stuff and a lot of good information. Like Bruce said, click the button below. Click it. It's the person that invited you here. It's a link. So go through the system. Go see the presentation. There's a step 1, join now, and a step 2 to grab your system. It's that simple. Go see the presentation. See what it's about, because you're going to get the same system. So you might as well go through the whole process, because that's going to be your system. That's going to be doing all the selling and telling for you. You'll learn all about our team, Four Corners, the compensation plan, and you know, the traffic and everything like that. And then it's easy. It's easy as pie. Step 1, join now. You join Four Corners. Then you go back to that that site, and you go to step 2 and create your account for your free system for the next couple of days. All right. It's going to be free. You're going to get like a 7 to 10 day trial period now until we switch over things. But after that, it's going to be $7 a month. We don't think that's a lot to ask for. It's such a low cost to power this opportunity. It's not even funny. But in the meantime, take advantage of test driving it now for free. So with that, we'll see you next Monday night. Everybody have a great week. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.